Okay, what's going on? I'm going to tell you a story today about the time I accidentally ordered Uber Black, and it was a happy mistake. It was a great time. We were in Singapore. My daughter and I, we had been traveling around quite a bit. My wife was feeling tired. She didn't want to go out, and we're like, come on. It's like 8 o'clock. We're not turning in. We're in Singapore. And so my wife and her brother, they stayed behind at the hotel. We were staying in Geylang district. That's the red light district of Singapore. More about that later. So, before we go down that rabbit trail, I think it's time we hit the intro. Booyah! So Hannah and I, we got in a taxi, Uber, and we went off to this Ferris wheel. It's called the Singapore Flyer. It's a must do. It's on the must to do list if you go to Singapore. One of the top 10 things you have to do. Big giant Ferris wheel in an enclosed capsule, and it takes 37 minutes to do a full rotation. I think it's about $40 now. Don't remember what it cost back then. But it's, you have a view of just downtown Singapore. Oh my gosh, it's just the most amazing views. I don't know if you can see Sentosa from there. You probably can. I don't even recall the whole. But it's absolutely amazing. It's worth every penny. There's just cool little like shops you walk through on the way to get in there. It's just a whole awesome vibe. And people actually go up there and they even get married. They propose up there. That happens quite a lot. So we did that. We had a great time, really great time, amazing views. And then we got outside and I pulled out my phone and I ordered Uber. And the guy shows up and he's got this nice black SUV. And I'm a Uber driver. I was back in those days. I was still doing Uber. And I was like, wow, man. I get inside. Me and Hannah, we're all excited. We're like, woo! We get inside. I'm like, bro, you guys, nice ride, man. Leather seats. This is the bomb. He's like, yeah, man. Well, you ordered Uber Black. So there's that pregnant pause. I'm sure it was kind of awkward for him, looking at me, going, huh? Because he knows now I'm paying. I'm shelling out the money now. And my daughter's looking at me, and I'm like, Uber Black, huh? And in that split second, we're all thinking, right? And I said, bro, hit the tunes, man. I want to get my money's worth. And he's like, oh, that's the spirit, bro. So he put on this hip hop. We're like, me and Hannah, we're like, yeah, Uber Black, baby. And the guy goes, hey, man, I got a disco light. I said, what? You want me to put the disco light on? I'm like, really, Excuse me, does the bear, what in the woods? Yeah. So we're the lights going around, and Hannah and I were like, woot, 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 woot. And we took a Uber to get there, and I think it was a right-hand drive. Let's see if I can find that picture. So my ride from the Ferris wheel, what do they call it, the Singapore Flyer, to the Geylang district, it's only like 4 or 5 miles, maybe 20 minutes with traffic and whatever. And it ended up costing me probably right around $50. I remember it was like almost 50 after the time he tipped the guy for like a 4 mile ride, but it was worth every penny. We had just as much fun on that ride, maybe almost as much as we did. We went to it's a place called Universal Studios, Singapore. Hannah and I did that on our own while my wife and her brother did some other things. And so real quick about where we stayed. Like, I didn't book the hotel, but when I found out where I was, you pretty much know, oh, this is a red light district. I was like, yeah, but not for what you think, because I'm a foodie. And I saw Anthony Bourdain do a show in Singapore, and he hit up all these expensive hotels and restaurants. I mean, but then he ended up for the street food in the red light district. And the guy that brought him is a world famous chef in Singapore. And he said, you want to know the best food in Singapore? Red light district. I'll show you the pictures. I was blown away. And there's an Indian section right there too. Fish head, curry. They kept saying, would you like anything to drink, sir, with your curry meal? I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna drink the curry, bro. I mean, I got Delhi belly even though I wasn't in Delhi, but it was worth it. It was worth it. The only bad thing I had there was durian. Oh, it's grade A durian. I gave it an F. I would rather lick water from the gutter in front of my house than eat a durian. Grade F. So that was my Uber Black experience, and it was the greatest. I don't know how long it took, but we had so much fun. Only thing is, he turned the disco light off when we hit the highway. He said like, "Oh, I can get a ticket." I'm like, man, but that was cool, man. That guy was cool. That was a good memory. So don't if you don't have that kind of money, be careful. Don't fat finger your ride, because you might get Uber Executive or whatever they call it now. But that was best food in the world, Singapore. I'm telling you right now. Peace. I see you. I see you out back making fun of my hoodie. That ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool, man. This thing's got flair. Peace again.